I don't know. Can't figure out why it's different today than it was yesterday, but
hi
guys. There's Stormy. She's out with her gardening gear. She had a plant that was a little pot bound. Now, give me just a minute. I'll be right back. We're dealing with a bit of wind, so I don't want to take a chance on this blowing over. Do we have any line up here?
I don't think so now.
Okay, can you keep an eye on the camera so it doesn't fall?
Yeah, bring me the broom when you come up to, please. So guys, while he's gone, I'm just going to stand here looking like a total idiot. What do you think? I think it works for me. But you know, I am apparently the assistant today. Not happening. But regardless of the situation, it is a gorgeous day here. It's beautiful, the sun is shining, the puppies are barking, and everybody's happy. And my man's putting together his workhorse. So it should be a good day. I hope you have fun. I gotta clean up my mess. I need a garbage bag. Oh, love of mine. Yes, I am. I just told him apparently I'm assistant.
Okay, my lovely assistant Stormy, ladies and gentlemen. So I've decided to go with a little bit of line to make sure this doesn't fall. Hey Kingdom, how you doing?
Hi Kingdom.
While Stormy is busy cleaning up her mess, I'm getting ready to make one of my own.
Let me do that plant now, huh?
You should, yeah.
Well, I got everybody ready. Go speak to the planets.
Okay.
Are you good?
Maureen says hello.
Hello, Maureen.
No, not good. Hang on, back up.
Got it, baby.
Okay, there you go.
She knows what I'm doing, you know.
Well, maybe you think she did.
Listen, you want me to be your assistant and not make be an ass all
Listen,
the time?
if you were going to be my assistant, you'd be quiet. So you're clearly not my assistant.
You can kiss my ass.
Ladies and gentlemen, the love of my life, Stormy.
Hello. Good boy.
Yeah, keep saying that like I'm a dog. Okay, let's see if we can get this to work properly. And of course I cut my line just a shade too short. No, I didn't. I just need to move some things around. Most notably the cigarette butt bucket. And that should do neatly. Now, dry you up. Be good, Bella. Nobody gonna hurt you. Stop it. You want to be on camera, Bella? Hey. Lift you up, be on camera. Like being on camera during class. You won't leave me alone when I'm trying to work. And there we go. That should be good. Okay. So yeah, I do apologize for the orientation, but for some reason YouTube is being cunts, and I can't get it to sort out. Maureen says hello, Bella. Ardent, why did you make me a moderator? I made you a moderator a significantly long time ago. Now, I'm going to try messing with that lighting setting again this time. We don't want to do black and white. What's Crush look like? Crush looks okay. There we go. And just to show you guys the dogs. Let me see where I am. Here, Bella. Come here, Bella. Hello, Zeus, you jealous ass. Yeah, okay. So, Zeus, Bella. Also my lovely assistants for the day. And the reason you guys see me scratching so much, there's a lot of sandflies out here, and it itches. Hi, Marco. Hope everybody's doing well. There we go. Just needed to close the door to the house. We've got a lot of sandflies, as I said, and it's getting uncomfortable out here. And we definitely don't want the house to fill up with sandflies. So yeah, as I was saying at the end of the stream yesterday, all I really had left to do is just throw the support slats on, and then my sawhorse is done. I can actually use it, and you guys may actually get to see a bit of axe work today. Let me see. I think I missed something in chat. I think you've been a moderator for some time, Kingdom. I think what had happened, I think you had just left the stream as the click was sent. So yeah. Just got back from the range. Oh, hi, Marco. Did you have a good day? What's your accuracy like, since we're talking about ranges? Let's see. Can I make anybody a moderator while I'm doing this? I can. Here you go, Maureen. Make you a standard moderator. Because Medger is here. He gets one too. Oh, hang on. Let's see if we can get everybody a wrench today. And just remember, guys, the whole moderator role, the only thing you have to do is kill the porn bots. Don't worry about what other people are saying. And let me make sure I've got Marku done. And there we go. So 3 fresh new moderators. If I can get this to work. There we go. So I believe I got Medger down. So I have 3 new moderators now. Maureen, Medger, and Marco.
How come they weren't mods already?
Well, they weren't regular enough in the chat.
You hear that, Maureen? Apparently you weren't regular enough in the chat? Lies. Take that finger and shove it where the sun don't shine.
Let's see.
If you don't know where that's
okay, everything's worked out.
Maureen
Marku, let me have a message from you real quick just to make sure I got it right on you.
Okay, I'm going up and get the plant.
Maureen says she'll abuse the hell out of this, exactly as I'd expect from a Dutch woman.
Maureen, notice I'm putting gloves on? Bend over, baby.
Yeah, right. Do the whole way.
Anyway, she gave me.
You got small hands. That's
It's
all
a
I'm saying.
hosta. It's a hosta.
I told you it was a hosta.
I'm gone for baby. I'll be back.
Sorry, super excited over plants. Oh, speaking of which, where's the broom? Do you know?
Have no idea. You had last.
Okay, I had it down in my room, I think,
Yeah.
but I think I moved it out of there. I'm gonna have to go look for it.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. I have a hosta.
Like I said, guys, this is going to be relatively simple work. It's really just lay the piece down and screw it on. No comments from the peanut gallery down there.
What comments but what?
I
Say this time.
said I just had to lay the piece down and screw it on.
Oh, George. Ardent.
What?
All he does is screw? Like, really?
Hey,
Oh, good for me.
Hey, I play with my wood on camera. What do you want from me?
True that.
That one's in.
Oh, shit. I'm going to break it.
Careful.
Baby, we got a shovel? Spade.
We don't have a spade, love, no.
Do we have? Okay. Did Tony have one up there?
I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Shit, I didn't want.
Hey, you should probably avoid saying people's names on screen, too.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
Well, we don't want to dox any of our neighbors.
I need a shovel.
And I do believe I broke Tony's spade wintertime, didn't I?
Yeah, I know, but it's a half one. I won't be able to use it.
So yeah, there's your basic form. Looks like that. Once I get the third piece in, which is why I have a tape measure out here, that will basically be it. It'll just be a matter of ramming some screws in and I'm done. So there we go, that's pretty much it. I just got to put the two other braces on towards the top now and I'm done. Now let's see what's being said in chat. Do let me know if it's coming through as a vertical video because it's very irritating. Let's see. Marcus says he just got back from the range. Sunlight is light, says Measure. Ardent's head reflects this fact. This is true. Let's see. Everybody's happy. The promotions. Oh, Marco was shooting in 1911. Nice. I'm fairly certain you guys are aware of how much I have a love on for the Browning high power. Or more accurately, the Inglis high power. Let's see. She's going in. Yeah, that's the humor we have between us. We're both 15 years old on the inside. Let's see. Does an M1911 at AKM sound like a good loadout for shit hits the fan? It's not a bad choice, but my personal thinking would be to have... Now, depending on how much of a shit hits the fan situation we're talking about, I would go with something that's interchangeable ammo, so you have less to carry and less to worry about. But yeah, could use more trigger time, though I suspect my ammo might be the issue. I'm using check ammo my local gun dealer sells. Tried using Fiocchi last time, got much better results. Yeah, ammo certainly makes a difference. Kingdom wants an AK. Medra says it looks much nicer outside there than here today. It is gorgeous here, actually. And Marku agrees, commonly available ammo. Let's see, with the AWB and NYS, I'm not sure what AWB is. I know New York State would get an SKS instead of an AK. Yeah, well, not necessarily a bad idea. 1911 isn't ideal since you're in Finland. 9mm is much more common. I think 9mm is just pretty much ubiquitous all the way around the world at this point. I'm properly framed, everything's visible. That's not so much what I was worried about, so much as the vertical or landscape. But I don't understand why I couldn't get landscape to work today when I could yesterday and every other time before. Maureen says I'm about as big as a stamp on her phone. Looks okay. Coming in vertical. Okay. Thanks, guys. Okay, so I'm going to finish this, get it down in the yard, and if Stormy is available, I'll get her to do a little bit of camera work so you guys can watch me do some axe work. Let's see here. What did I step on? Hey, yeah.
I got a spade.
Awesome.
I think me and Uncle Bill are me and Uncle's gonna be good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good to know, not really content for the stream, you know?
Well, no, just say me and Uncle will be good.
Yeah, that's good.
I got a plan. Ha.
I gotta throw dirt, what's your point? screws to do this. I think I'm starting to run short.
Are you?
I'm not 100% sure.
Oh yeah, baby, come on for me. Fuck yeah.
I swear she's just gardening. There we go, done. Well, I screwed that up, but that's okay. Technically, I put the last piece on in the wrong orientation, but given the structural necessity of where the screws are, it doesn't need to be moved. What are you singing down there?
There were roses.
Bed of Roses?
There were roses.
Oh, okay. I thought you were singing Bed of Roses. I was going to say, that's not Bon Jovi.
There were roses.
How could I not love her?
And the tears of the people run together. Come on, baby, come on. Come on. Detach. Detach.
Okay, so I'm gonna go and get the sawhorse located where it's supposed to be. Hey, honey,
Yes, lover.
I think you can come over and guide this down so it doesn't break.
I guess so. I don't have much of a choice, do I?
Well, you do. You can come up here and lower with me. Got it? You can let it fall right where it is. Newfoundland girls, goddamn, they make them strong. Now, I'm going to be a bit of a bastard to you guys and change the orientation of the camera just for a second so that I can... Oh. Yeah, I've got to untie that fucking thing too now. Just a minute. Now, I gotta untie that string from there and move this over there. Fortunately, I have a decent battery on this thing and it's fully charged. So all I can do is Or rather, all I have to do is untie it, unplug it, and I can move it. There's the plug. Is that Peter Street?
Yes.
Was over, straight to the bed did go. 'Twas little did I ever think she'd pull my overthrow. Now, let me see. Now, I'm not going to be able to communicate with you guys for the next little bit. But, if I've got the angle right, you should be able to see that stump down there. Just in case. I'll tip it a bit more. Okay, I'll be down there in just a moment. Just the earth?
Yep, just open it up. I'm going to lay this out.
On it, or?
Yeah.
That's not going to fit.
No, lay it in the bag there.
What do you want me to do here?
Open the bag.
Okay, so you want to put it in this bag?
Yes, please.
Oh, dear God.
Maybe it's hurt my hands. Lay it in there. Open the door, please. Got it? There. Now, I got to go fill that in. Pass me the earth.
This stuff?
Yeah. That way, go put the bag.
Okay. Zeus, get it. Get out. That's not for you to piss on. Hey? Now, I will say I didn't expect it to be anywhere near that easy, but I guess that's pretty rotten in the middle, so I'm going to split it into four and I'll leave it for burning. And I'll illustrate how the sawhorse works in just a moment after that. Gloves are slippery. combination of wet wood and there's actually a stump of a branch growing off of that piece is making it very difficult to get into it. So I'm going to quit there, but I will show you this. Okay, so my sawhorse is more or less level and stable there. Let's say for example, I wanted to cut, say, a flute length out of this. So that would be about here. What I would do is take this piece, I could brace it here, make my cut here. If I wanted a longer piece, I could brace it over here, make my cut. We've apparently got some company. Now, I'm absolutely being eaten by sandflies, so I'm going to go inside and have a cigarette and talk to Chad. Give me just a few seconds, I'll be up there and we'll be moving again. Don't forget your tools. Okay, so I see loads of chat. That's awesome. What's going to happen here is I'm going to disconnect the tablet from the stand. I'm going to point you guys upwards for a few minutes because it's just easier that way for me. Saves me from having to try and edit anything for YouTube's issues with showing kids or what have you. And I do have kids, so yeah. It'll be just a few moments and we'll be back on camera. Okay. Francis, come on, Bella. Good dog. So yeah, you guys get a walkthrough of Shea Ardent at the moment. And down into the dungeon, I mean basement. Ignore the fart sound, that's actually a special effect, I swear. Now, the next view you guys see will be somewhat familiar, as I'm now back in my little workroom, and I can set this thing down here, move this piece of board back to where it was yesterday for the sake of screening the sun. Settle down you, okay. And I'll move this table out of the way. And I'll be right back with my cigarettes. And dropping the curtain again. Come here. Bugger. How'd you get wrapped up like that? Okay. Having your chairs handy. Whew. Okay, guys. Let's see what's in chat. Come here, machine. Okay. One second, someone's banging on the door. I suspect that's Stormy. Hey, I moved my stream down here.
Yeah, here's one.
You going up there?
No, not going back into the bottom.
Holy crap, there's some pile of sandflies out there, isn't there?
What?
Some pile of sandflies out there.
Yeah, we need to get that wood in that corner, so we'll get it here before Brad grows up first.
Okay.
Okay, love, they're down again.
Okay. Whew. Okay, let's see. I guess I'm gonna have to go back through. Only one lake after all this time? Come on, guys. At least I'm not... What's that guy that was begging for tips all the time? He was a bit of a meme dude after a while. Bit of a lolcow, I guess. Let's see, what we got in chat here. Sad the UK got rid of their space program. That's a ways down. Okay, for shit hits the fan situations. Properly framed, everything is visible. About as big as a stamp, but looks okay. Vertical, there we go. AWB, assault weapons ban, okay. Yeah, the fact that they still have the nerve to call it an assault weapons ban and don't even properly define assault weapon is interesting, to say the least. It's quite warm, and I'm quite heavy. Let's see what else we got going on here. Doggo wants attention. Doggos always want attention. Pull him out of the deck then. Okay, woodworking ambiance, yeah. Let's see, Kingdom of Vinland. We would have had a nuclear rocket engine capable of getting us to Mars by the 70s had it not been for Nixon. Rocket was deemed good enough for a Mars trip in late 68, canceled by Nixon. That's unfortunate. Measure, dandelions are so annoying. Apparently you can make rubber from dandelions, says Kingdom. I've found that the best way to deal with dandelions is to wait until they've seeded out, done that little fluffy head thing that kids like blow the heads off of. Wait until that period has passed. Give it about either a day of rain, or sorry, 2 days of sun, or kind of a little bit of time. Then just mow the bastards. And if they come back, they come back extremely low. You don't have them scattered all over the place. It's just one of those things where if you're not patient, you're going to have an ugly lawn. And, I mean, for me, I really actually like the color of dandelions. I would have no problem with having a lawn full of dandelions. So that's me. Let's see. Kizza, yes, I am in fact live. Just finishing off the sawhorse, which I had outside and showed. And now I'm just having a smoke with chat before I quit. Let's see. Apparently so. They're edible as well. Yeah, apparently they are edible. Well, the stems, as I understand it, maybe. I believe Kizza is responding to the reason that Vinland has a mod. Yes, it is in fact partly because he's a friend. It's also that he's here so often. Vinland says it's sad the UK got rid of their space program. What I don't understand is why any of the Western countries ever stopped exploring space. I mean, the next frontier is going to be asteroid mining. And if it isn't Elon Musk, it'll be somebody else with a shit ton of money doing it. So, yeah. Let's see. Did you know the UK had a space program? Pizza. I mean, Kizza. Let's see. Measure, not really, although now I do. Haha, they kept it pretty under wraps. Let's see. Kizza, I was aware, but really it would have been a giant waste of resources. We also don't have much space. Yeah, and I don't think the UK is ideally situated for launches. I think you guys have possibly one of the poorer altitudes / atmospheric thicknesses. I'm not sure what the term is for how far into the atmosphere it is. Yeah, let's see. Also, Russia and the USA really splashed money out. Yeah. NASA lost all that moon tech somehow. Not even remotely suspicious. Let's see. Blueprints are available, says Kingdom. What we lost is the skills needed to make the originals. I don't think those skills have been lost. I think they can be easily rediscovered. Let's see. Modern version's probably better. Yeah, I would agree. Kiza, to Kingdom, possibly. I imagine a good chunk of those people worked on Concord and military projects, most likely. I would imagine a lot of them ended up in weapons contracting, things of that nature. Let's see. Measure, I'm not sure I agree with that logic. How does an advanced nation, excuse me, in the 20th century lose skills to duplicate technology that's only a few decades old? It's not even just the skill. I don't think the infrastructure for the Saturn V exists anymore. The infrastructure could easily be replicated and rebuilt. Could have been repurposed, says Kiza. Interestingly, the Soviet space shuttle was arguably better than the NASA one. I wasn't even aware there was a Soviet space shuttle. I know they were sending up Soyuz capsules. I have to change the way this table is sitting because it's not comfortable for me. Here we are. Could have been repurposed, interestingly. Measure, they could absolutely rebuild that, better with the advent of more powerful computers, more modern construction techniques. Yeah, 3D printing was a fantasy in the 60s when they went to the moon. So, I mean, the materials and things that we can put together now would be far better. Let's see, looks like they don't really want to for some reason. Well, the excuse is budget constraints. The real reason is it doesn't, they're not really competing with anyone anymore, though the fact that they stopped competing kind of, it's like running a race against someone, getting halfway through the marathon with a quarter of the marathon between you and the nearest guy, and then stopping. Yeah, sure, you're most likely going to win, but why are you stopping? Uh, or at least, sorry, ceasing to accelerate. Let's put it that way. Maureen says it's pretty sky. Yes, I repeatedly have said that Newfoundland should change its provincial motto to the land of the painted sky. It is very nice here today. This is actually the town that had over 6 weeks straight of fog last year, and it was heavy fog. Let's see. Vinland says the Starship is mostly better than Saturn V. I've never been a big space guy, so I couldn't really tell you. I'm interested in some of the theoretical sides of it. Possible, a lot of the fiction aspects of it too, to be honest. Kiza would like to rebuild manufacturing capabilities. I think every single country in the West should be rebuilding their manufacturing and telling China to get stuffed, let those people starve, because that's how communism is actually going to end up. The only reason that they're still surviving and not even thriving is because they're leeching off the rest of the world. And Medger agrees, yeah. SpaceX is doing good work, for sure. I absolutely agree. National capitalism, state capitalism, of course. How could you not be? In my case, I'm a supporter of monarcho-capitalism. I think the monarch should be reinstalled so that we get rid of 95 to 98% of the bureaucracy, regional governors. It's ironic because it's somewhat akin to the means by which the empire is structured at the beginning of A New Hope, where the Senate is dissolved, and there's the monarch and the regional governors, and that's it. And the military, of course, to keep order. That strikes me as a good idea. And then, of course, yeah, free enterprise with the monarch there to ensure that nobody pulls any shady shit. And the good thing about a monarch there is, no, what I say goes, so I don't have to give you a reason that I'm breaking your monopoly. Yeah. Let's see. Soviet space shuttle only flew once when it completed an unmanned orbital flight, returned safely to Earth. Sadly, it fell into disrepair after the fall of the USSR. Not surprising. Chaos of ending a socialist republic, indeed. Buran. I'm not sure what Buran is. The USSR couldn't sustain a space industry. No. A significant amount of what was being done is in Russia, or sorry, in the USSR was propagandized. Let's see. Oh, hello, Bleach. Then fire. Sorry? Don't know. The Baran isn't in Russia, is or rather it was still lying in a hangar in Kazakhstan when the roof caved in, destroying it. That's unfortunate. Major says he pops dandelions out by the root, frustrating but a high success rate. Yeah, that's the other option. Kizza says it's the first time he's caught me live in some time. Yes, I was live yesterday as well for a much longer time. I'm only going to be about an hour now. But yeah, I felt the urge, so I gave in. The dark gods of YouTube and content creation got a hold of me. Just can't shake this monkey off my back. Let me see. Bleach has a point. You can also make dandelion wine, which I've had and is actually quite good. I've had dandelion whiskey too. It's not quite as good. Let's see. Too many green spaces to do space launches. Yeah, I think that's part of the problem, Kizza, but also, as I understand it, there are places in the world, and I think Russia was, or the Cosmodrome was in one of the best places for it, because as I understood it, it was a combination of altitude from the center of the Earth and distance to the edge of the atmosphere that actually made it an ideal location. Let's see. Vinland says he can DM me a video of the space shuttle, Soviet space shuttle. Please, go ahead. Let's see. Measure says he found a picture of Baran. I guess I'm going to assume Baran is the name of the space shuttle from the USSR. Kingdom says he wouldn't be surprised if NASA could have continued its projects if it didn't give up its patents. Just because you give up a patent doesn't mean you can't keep working. Sasquatch is in. Hi, Sasquatch. How you doing? Oi, he says. Let me see. Marco, you'd be surprised how many morons there are defending partnerships with Chinese private companies. Private in the communist. Yeah, there's no such thing as a private company in a communist country. That's like saying Volkswagen was a private company in the mid 30s or the late 30s. Let's see. Measure, I view NASA with more suspicious and critical eye as I get older. And Kizza says, make sure to tune in tonight. Are you doing a broken engine stream again? And it's sad what happened to the Baran. Yeah, it's as much of a pain in the ass as communism might be. Sometimes, occasionally, there are innovations that should be kept up. One of them was, I can't remember the exact name of it. It was something like Festival Glass or Fest Glass or something like that. It was something that was created in, if I recall correctly, Eastern Germany. And this was a 6 times stronger version of glass for beerware or for barware, and apparently some of it is still in use. And it was created in, I believe, the 50s. Let's see. Oh no, I'm guessing that because it's Monday, Kiz is talking about Discordant Dragons. It's what happened to the Baran. That's fair. Most of England is also around sea level, and also Russia and USA has huge empty space special programs. Well, yeah, look at things like White Sands or. If all else fails, I mean, they could easily crash something massive into the bottom of the salt flats and hurt nothing. It's not that it wouldn't break, Major. It's that it was 6 times, if I recall correctly, more stronger than conventional glass. So, of course, the company put itself out of business by making such a high-quality product. Because they stockpiled a bunch and couldn't get rid of it. Why is this... Okay, let's get to the bottom. There we are. Okay, so that is the bottom. So yeah, guys, I'll have this smoke with you guys, and then I'm going to take off. So yeah, the very itchy sandflies, brutal little bastards. So yeah, let me see if I can't make this camera angle a little more flattering for me and a little easier on your guys' heads. That's a bit better. Zuberfest, I think. Yeah, you're right. It is now known as Gorilla Glass, because I believe somebody from the Gorilla Company got a hold of the patent and figured out how to make it. The impression I was given from the video I watched was that the formula was lost, but of course that's not true. Okay, guys. So yeah, back in the woodshed or the workshop, which will eventually be a studio. Probably by the end of this week, I'm thinking I'll have this set up as a studio. Excuse me. The majority of the rest of the day today, I think, is going to be dedicated to that. Glass bottom tankard. Which I still had it. Yeah, Zuberfest, yeah. I don't know why I couldn't get Zuberfest, and I kept thinking Fest Glass or something. A glass that doesn't break would be handy on a bar fight. you know, it's got its upsides. You can certainly whip it a lot harder at somebody, and if you get, for example, a Pilsner glass rotating properly, if you do the football throw, the American football throw, get that thing rotating properly, it'll go off someone's head. Real interesting. Not that I speak from personal experience, of course. Funk filler up. That's one way to do it. Yeah. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah. So we're coming up on the 55-minute mark. So if you guys have any really weird questions you want to ask or anything like that, or any commentary or anything like that, by all means, feel free. If you're able and willing, do donate to the Give Send Go. It's Give Send Go Fixing Stormy's Smile. Morgan is squinting at me. Not surprising considering how bright that light is. I could try and alter the lighting again, I suppose, or the filter that I'm using. That's more. That's probably worse. Oh, let's go with this one for Maureen. That's a little demonic. Can't do that to her. This is worse. Like, you thought the other one was bad. Like, this is just absolutely terrible. No, gay is this one. Bubbles. I don't know why they have these filters on live streams. It's just crazy. Okay, pop is not as bad. It's a little darker. What's a car you hate, dislike that everyone else loves, likes? It's easier for me to flip that question because I am a... Oh, for God's sakes, filters. Fuck off. Big thumbs. Yeah, nobody here is going, ooh. A car I hate or dislike that everyone else loves or likes. You know, a lot of people are very fond of the Dodge Ram where I am, and I don't see it. I don't see the attraction. I'm not a big fan of the Toyotas either, but I think even the Honda Ridgeline is more attractive as a vehicle. Now, granted, if you're going for pure utility, you can't really go wrong with a full-size pickup. Let's see. Morgan's complaining about her eyes. Bleach says I'm a Lada fan. I am not a Lada fan. That said, if I had nothing else to drive and a Lada was available, you got to do. Yeah, it's a lot easier for me to flip that question because the PT Cruiser thing. I even like the Aztec, not the styling so much as the reliability record of those things is apparently insane. Tell dad jokes with the bubbles. Look like a serial killer with that black and white filter. I have an unfortunate face when it comes to not looking like a serial killer. I also have a resting bastard face. So, yeah, it's kind of hard to get away from the whole serial killer comparison sometimes. They have those filters to torture viewers, clearly. The reason the Soviet moon mission failed is because the Soviets didn't give enough money to do proper testing of the rocket. The lander and suits worked fine. Well, sure, but if you don't have the money, you don't have the money. Hence, capitalism wins. Ardent Yugo guy. I actually looked at the Yugo the other... actually, no, it's the PLP 50. Can you imagine me trying to squeeze... I mean, it was impressive enough that Clarkson managed to get his lanky frame in there. There's no way I'm getting my beefy ass in there. The only Dodge Ram he likes is the SRT. Came with the 8.3 liter V10. Yeah, it had a Viper engine in it, yeah. Something that I hate that other people like. I'm not a huge fan of Ferraris. I just never really been something that I particularly cared for. I understand the attraction, fast is fast, but the cockpit positioning, the lowness of it, how close it is to the road. But now, bearing in mind I live in Newfoundland and we have some rough roads, so even if I had my ideal vehicle, which is a Porsche, I still would not feel 100% comfortable driving on some of the roads here in that. Let's see. The older Ferraris, yeah, I like some of the older Ferraris. The Mustang, I'm not a huge fan of the Mustang. Some of the styling, depending on the era, yeah, I kind of like them, but not so much. A diesel is not a bad choice bleach, especially for hauling. So its space program is underfunded. Yeah. So yeah, we're into our last minute here now, guys. So I will wrap this up by urging you guys to go watch Discordant Dragons on Yiz's channel. By urging you to check out Sultans of Shadilay on Saturdays. Trim just finished an art shack, for those of you who don't notice, or didn't notice, just before I started my stream. Let's see, what else have we got? There is yesterday's live stream if you want to check that out. Throw that a like if you'd like. Do like, share, and subscribe. Well, all you guys are pretty much subscribed anyway. Let's see. Oh, actually, since we're talking about the V10 Ram, I really, really don't like the Viper. I've never liked the Viper. There's just something about that car that's never been attractive to me. And plus, yeah, it's great to be able to go fast in a straight line, but occasionally you need to turn. Sometimes you need to swerve. Sarta, first time in. Hi, Sarta. Why do I smoke? That is bad. I smoke because I don't want to be on massive amounts of antidepressants. That is the long and the short of that answer. I've been told by psychiatrists that if I give up smoking, I'm going to need to go on antidepressants. And I don't want to be on antidepressants. Plus, caffeine and nicotine, as a recovering addict, are my current vices of choice. Now, I'm not saying I'll never give up smoking, but not in the near future. Not in the foreseeable future, anyway. Let's see. All versions of the Viper. I've never seen a Viper I liked except the one on the TV show, and that was total science fiction. Now, mind you, the one I liked was the off-road version that was like jacked up about that far. It looked absolutely fucking ridiculous, but yeah. They handle better than most people give them credit. I've never driven one. The fastest vehicle I've ever driven, fastest straight line vehicle I've ever driven was probably a Plymouth Prowler, which was interesting. Reputation of a Widowmaker, and Bleach says he'll take a Viper over a Mustang. So will I, because I can sell it for a way better price. Anyway, guys, we're over the hour mark. I will see you guys the next time I decide to do one of these. And clearly the dogs are outside having a bark at something. And I definitely need to groom my eyebrows. That said, I hope you're all doing well. Hope you continue to do well. And rise again until we must become lions. Bye-bye. Don't forget about Yiz's stream. I will absolutely be at Yiz's stream. I promise. Bye, guys.